Hello, 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 everyone. Oh, jeez. Hi, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to your friendly neighbor Noob. Of course, I'm friendly. We're back. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Move forward a little bit. Move this up a bit. To move my mic. Why is that so bright in certain areas? Oh, who cares? I'm just gonna have to be pale. It's fine. But hello, welcome back to your friendly neighbor Dude. We're back with Hytale, we're back with normal Hytale. We're not doing the 100 days of one block today. I still have to figure out if I have to fix that, which I'm actually going to be doing after the stream. I'm going to be figuring it out. And if I do, then, well, you know, we got 4 hours of, I've got 4 hours of Hytale to play through again, which will be crazy. Either way, let's get into it. Let's go! Friendly Tales, yay! Yay! I found the source of the ticking time bomb. I found the source of the ticking noise. It's a pipe bomb! Sorry, that Harry Potter thing popped into my head recently. Voldemort. Ron Weasley. Dumbledore. If you haven't seen it, look up Harry Potter pipe bomb. You'll find it. It's a silly little skit thing that was made. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I was talking about how I wanted to basically make layers, with this, you know, adding onto it more. And this is kind of the vibe I meant, you know, just making it kind of like almost platforms. No, not you. Rude. But yeah, almost platforms all the way around. Actually, I might do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? The ledge. But yeah, basically making platforms. And if you come up here, you see sand that goes all the way through to here. I'm still considering whether to do jagged. One sec. Feel in there. I'm still considering whether to make these a lot more jagged and rigid and stuff. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. We'll see. The main point of it is to build upwards, and as you can see, we're building a waterfall. And put that there. I think I'm gonna leave the waterfall open though, because I might put something behind it. The other thing is, once we're actually finished doing this, we can start putting buildings into it. So, for all I know, I might, you know, do something with this, make it a water duct or something. But, as you can see over here, we've actually started making the platforms as well. We've started doing out some shapes. You know, there's a shape there, there's a shape there, and there's a shape there. Now, we're going to keep making these shapes all the way down, as if it's, you know, a beautiful running spring. Just chill out. But I feel it's probably necessary, just so that we don't like overdo it. I think is a nice way of putting it. Is once we have a shape, we just make it. We make the shape area. So I just start on this straight away, and then you know, move on to the next one and move on to the next one, because I believe, personally, that if I were to, you know, keep setting up all these shapes and it doesn't look right, we're going to have to knock them all down, you know? And that's just going to be more annoying. That's just my personal opinion. People can have different opinions on how to build things, but, like, my personal opinion is, if I pre-plan everything, it's not going to look natural, it's going to look weird, and then I'm going to hate it, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's right. Wait, there's another fox here? What the hell? There's a new fox! Hey! Hi there! Yeah, cool. That one didn't seem to want to attack me yet either. Okay, so we also have to make... Where is it? Scaffolding! Haha! Yes, I added scaffolding into the game. I know this is supposed to be vanilla, but they haven't added scaffolding, and I cannot live without it anymore. I'm sorry, I tried. But not having scaffolding in building is so bad. I didn't realize how rough it was going to be until I didn't have it. So there is now a flimsy scaffolding that you can put on things. This is a mod that someone created, and hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll just take it out, but, yeah. Oh, so you can just... Huh. How does it work when it's going to the side? Does it not? Ah, I guess I can put things next to it, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't think they've figured out how to put the scaffolding to the side yet, as you can see. Unless you can... No? No, you can't. Okay, well, you got scaffolding up, which is something, you know? At the end of the day, it's something. Okay, so what I have to do now is I just basically have to build this up. Eventually there will be buildings, by the way. There will be buildings built into this chalk, which is why we're not really filling in the center. Which I don't think... I think most people don't fill in the center of their builds. Like, you know, it's the hollow area. What are you supposed to put in there? Candy? It's not piñata. We're not breaking it open. But, yeah, so I'm just gonna basically do the walls. And for now, we're just gonna do it like this. We're not gonna do detail like this one. I only did detail like this one because I had to make the waterfall that's leading over to the storage area. Otherwise, the storage area would have been hard to get to, and I really didn't want to make anything more difficult on myself, you know? Gonna put that there. But the scaffolding's helpful. It's better, it's easier to knock down than these blocks, because then you have to mine them all. Oh. Weird that it can be connected to there. Not entirely sure what that's all about, but whatever, you know? Whatever. Sorry, my boyfriend's talking about my... Sorry, my boyfriend's talking about my, my light. I have, like, a smart light in this room. And he's the techie guy. I'm not techie. I'm really bad at technology. Like, ask me to do coding, and I can do it. Ask me to figure out how to make a smart light to work. No idea. I don't know why. Ask me to figure out a video game quickly. Easy. Ask me to figure out what's wrong with the Wi-Fi. No idea. I don't know why. So how does this work? Is it a climbing thing? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, and you can go down as well. Up. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't know how that was going to work. See, a lot of these platforms are going to be like little sanctuary things, like, you know, water and sand and nature and stuff. And then some of these are going to be like, yeah, just wheat. Wheat. Or a building. Put that there. Beautiful. Beautiful. So the greatest thing is that I can actually like carve out this area right here and put a house inside of it and just have like the house poking out of it, kind of like, you know, the doors and what we would call like a porch. Yeah, just having like a roof tipping just out of it. The same with most of this. Or like you could have inside, you could have a little mechanics going on, or maybe a blacksmith. You know, there's lots of opportunities. I don't know if they just randomly did this. The other thing I could do is just go around. 1, 2, 3. sorry, my partner keeps messaging me. He's confused at how I got it to work when he couldn't. He's the techie one. So now he's like, what did you do? Nothing. It wasn't me. Oh, I can still reach that one. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's see if we can... Ah! Can I reach that? No! Don't jump off the side! What the hell? Why does it keep jumping off the side? What is that? There we go. That might be to do with the new jumping mechanics and climbing mechanics that they've added. Well, that's not new. They just refixed it. Because climbing up ladders was really bad. I haven't checked to see how they've improved it, but it was really bad. It was one of my least favorite things about the game, was just climbing up a ladder. I was like, do I have to? Every time a ladder came around. Please, don't make me go up there. Bam, 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 bam. You know, most people build a starter base. I decided, took one look at the frame of my starter base and said, you know what? Let's go mega. Let's do the mega. Sometimes you want to do starter bases, and sometimes you take one look at your starter base and go, you know, you know. Plus, starter bases take so much materials, and they either leave them or knock them down, so you have to make a decision. I just made the decision to knock it down. Hey. Yeah. Let me fill in these ones. We go here. Beautiful. Yeah, scaffolding is definitely helpful. I still have to figure out what kind of material I want to use for the roads. It's obviously not going to be the same material we've been using for the stairs. Like, that would be silly. Oh yeah, this is the changeover part. This is where it changes over to a different platform. Obviously, we're still going to do... Not all the way around, like down here won't be done, because then I'll be cutting over to this one. We don't want to waste materials as well, because obviously we're going to be building out sections, so it might be hollow inside. But also, we're just having to get lots more materials is just a hassle. I enjoy it, personally, but it's not exactly the most exciting thing. The grind. Whee! Whee! The people. Down, 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 down. My boyfriend's going on holiday soon. He's going to, I believe, Vietnam. I was invited, but I don't actually have my, I've lost my most recent passport, so the only passport I have right now is the passport when I was 10. And I don't really think that's gonna work. So, plus, I'm not like, I don't really want to spend money on going to Vietnam. Not gonna lie. I'm sure it's a beautiful place and really nice and all that kind of stuff. It's just not on my list of places to go. Mine at the moment is Germany, Italy, and Japan. Like, those are the 3 places that I've wanted to go to. So if I'm going to spend money on traveling, that's where I'm going to spend it, you know? But that does mean I'm going to be spending 3 weeks alone. And my parents have invited me to come down to Canberra, which is the capital of Australia. People don't know that. Canberra is the capital of Australia. I will say, if you weren't Australian and you thought it was Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane, I wouldn't blame you. That's not a stupid thing to think, trust me. Because they are the biggest well-known cities. Like, Canberra isn't a well-known city. Unless you know, a business person or politics, then maybe you do know that. But my American friends had no idea. And I was like, oh, okay. And they thought it was Sydney. Which I was like, well, it is probably the most well-known one. To Americans, at least. So yeah, I don't blame people for thinking that. But no, I'll be going there maybe for a week. And we'll have to see. If that's the case, I won't be able to stream for a week. Because they don't have exactly a... Well, they do have a computer. My dad has a computer that would be able to stream. But he doesn't have my games, and he doesn't have, you know, all the bits and bobs. Plus, I'd rather just relax if I'm going to be seeing my parents, you know. I'd rather they not hear me screaming from the other room at something. They got enough of teenage me. They don't need a adult version of me playing video games. Alright, let's go up. And by the way, they have nothing against video games. They're not one of those parents that are like, video games are for the devil. For one, my parents don't sound like old people. Whee! Let's wrap around and go inside. Then do it from here. I don't know what to put as the base. Like, do I put dirt? Do I put that, like, that gray soil? It doesn't matter too much right now, because it's probably going to be replaced by things. But I feel like maybe I should use the gray soil, at least for now, as a placeholder. Because we are trying to make our own biome, basically. Our own, like, Olympian, Greek god kind of biome. And I want to make it very white, grey, and gold. Actually, blue, it seems to be. I was going to do gold, but I think blue suits a little bit more. Because, you know, like, think of fires and... Blue fire. Hades blue fire. Oh, jeez, hello. Goodbye. You are the Winkest Link. Goodbye. So let's see if we can get some of the ash and soil. Like, we've got a little bit here, but I feel like we need more. Unless we have it in our bag. No. Well, that's sad. Is it over here? No. Oh, we got some ash and soil there. And we've got cold dirt as well. It's all nature stuff. I imagine the rest is upstairs. Oh yeah, we get to test the ladders. Oh! That is much better. You could just turn around and jump. Ah. Well done. Well done, Hytale. So much smoother. Alright. We can't really put the sand on there unless we want to put a base, you know, underneath. But if we were doing that, we'd probably be making a lake anyways, so... yeah, it's fine. I'm not thinking too much about it. Alright, let's do this base, the bottom of this base. Oh, wait. That's why we weren't doing the bottom of this base. There's another section to do. Just when you think it's safe to go to bed. Never. There's always more to do. I'm excited to finish this, I must admit. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like at the end. And, haven't been excited about a build in a while. Like, I've always been like, it's going to look great, I'm going to do this. And then by halfway point, I'm just like, nah, I'm done. Brains out. I believe that's why I can never do a forever world in Minecraft. I'm very excited about making it, but then I start to doubt my build and tell myself, this isn't good enough. It isn't good enough. And then that just sticks in my head forever. That just sits there, mulling with me. I'm sure everyone has the same situation of, like, being very confident in a build, and then starting to build it, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel like how I thought it would. The worst part is when you're in a content creator SMP. So, you know, you're having to make content. So you know you have to make content. And you're sitting there staring at your build going, I don't like you anymore. I don't want to do you anymore. But you can't stop now, because not only have you made content on it, saying, I'm going to build this, and I have a structure, and people who come and visit you have also said, this is such and such a build, look at it. And it'd be weird if they came back and it was a completely different build, and it would be weird for your own series as well. So once you commit to something in a content creator world, you're pretty much stuck with it. And I have had one or two situations so far, yeah, where I've been like, oh, this is awful. And I've just had to kind of push through and continue it. Which has been hard. It's definitely been hard. But I advise to people, once you start something, just commit to it. It may feel like it sucks, but eventually you'll either get used to it or you'll find something about it that makes you passionate again. That's what I found. Eventually I found something that I was really passionate about, which was adding a snowy biome to it. And I was like, this is perfect. This is what I want now. You'll find the positive, the silver lining. I remember one of these, I was making a giant city skyscraper type thing, and I wasn't really feeling it, so then I started putting redstone inside of the skyscrapers and making like basically a self-sufficient city, and I actually really enjoyed it after that. I was like, this is so cool! But it wasn't until I added that extra thing that I felt comfortable with it, you know? Don't you dare try to attack me. I don't want to hurt you. This guy I couldn't care less about. Only one I care about is the fox. I like how because there's no flooring technically, all the bats are out. Where's all the dirt? I will say that fox has not attacked me since the first time. It attacked me once, I didn't attack it, and now it just kind of gets territorial, and that's about it. There we go. Alright, so we filled in most of these spaces. I will have to do up there, but we filled in these 3 platformy type things. I'm gonna go fill them in with dirt, I think, of some kind. Either the ashen soil or the cold dirt, depending what it looks like. Or both. You know, we do different platforms with different things. And what the point of this is to make the nice flat areas, kind of like discs. I was inspired by the movie Aeon Flux. I don't know if anyone knows Aeon Flux, but I was inspired by the movie Aeon Flux. I thought it was really cool how Aeon Flux kind of worked, and I was like, that's pretty awesome. So I wanted to make the gardens look like that. I hate that I have to go down just to get this piece. So what happens if I put this underneath? Oh. So that's the cold dirt. What about ashen soil? Oh yeah. The ashen soil has a little bit more of a particle, but the dirt looks, you know, like dirt. Cold dirt is from the cold, like the cold biomes, obviously. From the ice biomes. I can't remember what tier it is. But yeah, the ashen soil is from the fire biomes. As I said, we can have like some platforms with ashen soil and some with cold dirt. But yeah, since we are doing a completely new biome, I feel like we have to embrace the style that we're trying to do, which is... It's weird, but it may work. So I'm going to do cold dirt over here. I wonder if there's any plants you can actually put on top of here. And if there is any like darker colored plants. Like, we could go and get some of the mushrooms from over in the blue one. That could be kind of interesting. Oh, we could get some of the tree leaves, because they could be used as bushes or, like, foliage of some kind. Because we are embracing blue. As you can see from the lanterns, obviously the portals, the fires and stuff like that. We're trying to embrace blue as the main, like, decorative color, I guess you could say. Okay, we also have to put this here. I need to know what's going over here. I do need to know what's going over here. Like, I want to make a staircase, but I feel like a staircase is not going to be a smart idea with all these platforms. However, we could make a staircase that comes down here, goes down there, and kind of wraps around with each platform. Maybe? I think if that's the case, we kind of have to tackle the staircase before we tackle anything else. So where are the materials? The staircase. This is the staircase episode, guys. It's all about a staircase. How do we get down and up? Have I not got any more pieces of the of that marble? Must have used them all. Alright, well, let's grab some marble then. We haven't had to use marble in a while. Oh no, there it is. I'm so dumb. I still have to make more pieces of marble though. I have to change it over to smooth. Which also helps because we can change that into the slabs if we need. I will consider changing over all this grass, by the way, to the cold dirt. And maybe a different colored grass. Okay, so that goes there. Even if we can't see it, I'd still rather it be there just in case. Over here. We can finally fill in this area that we've left open. So yeah, I will be replacing all of this as well. Be careful, because I don't want to accidentally take out the crops. Okay. No, that's ashen. I do love that the ashen soil kind of leaks out onto the crops, though. That actually looks kind of cool. It's not what I wanted, but it looks cool. See, that one doesn't leak out onto the crops. I think the leaking out onto the crops part was cool. Maybe ashen soil should be up here. You know, because that kind of looks cool. The blend. It blending in. I hate when that happens and you're like, I have a plan, and then your plan goes, no. It goes, no. You're dumb. You're dumb. On no unspoken terms, you are stupid. And how dare you think that? There we go. Very good. So let's get this stairs started. Let's get this started and hop. There. 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 Here. I'm going to try to do by 5, but we'll see. So basically you have to... I want to curve it over to here. Or it has to come to here and then go down that way. Curve it there. Curve it there. Maybe we'll have to remove some of this. Because I imagine we'll have it like here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, actually. Maybe it should be taken down to 3. I have been considering making a smaller staircase, but I just thought it would be... There's no point, you know? With how grand this is going to be, but maybe I was wrong. if that's the case, we can take this over to here. Wham bam. So that will go there, there. And then we'll have the... No, not that piece. Not that piece. Where is it? That one. It is cool that, by the way, that now things go into your backpack if you're over full. That's a new thing they added, and I think it's just so helpful. Like, I don't have to automatically do it myself. It just goes, okay, that's what needs to be done. We're doing it. I'm like, yes, thank you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it somehow has to get down to here. It's a little too high. Maybe we can cut into it a bit more. How many blocks high is it? 1? Yeah, it's 1 block too high. We'll fix this up. We'll fix it up. It's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. We'll just have to fix it up here. Maybe I can make it higher or lower as we go down. We'll fix this. We'll fit this path will be fine. We just have to figure it out, you know? We're gonna work things out. 1, 2, 3. And if you're wondering what I'm gonna do with the sides of this, I'm gonna fill it in with the chalk. The chalk's gonna be very helpful. Mark my words, the chalk is gonna come in handy. I actually really like the chalk. I don't know why. It's just like a cobbly texture on top of just something that's chalk. I think of chalk as like, you know, a teacher using it against a student going, hey, write on the blackboard. And I know people don't usually use blackboards anymore. They usually use whiteboards. Although the chalk dust was awful. Breathing in chalk dust was never fun. So this might just have to be a little higher. Because it is 1 higher. So yeah, this might just be a little bit higher over here. And that's perfectly fine. Goodbye. When you make things higher, higher than the ground. Hello. Hi, friendly. How's it going? What fancy neat things have you built you could show me? Oh, well, this is my Greek-inspired world. I've kind of took the Gaia kind of, you know, this beautiful goddess and made a world inspired by it. And I'm basically turning all of this, which I broke this entire island, dug it all up. I'm turning it into a new biome. So I'm taking the cold dirt, the ashen sand and ashen soil from that biome and the cold biome and making my own biome. Yeah. I'm also embracing, you know, in Greek history, the golden wheat and golden fleece were a big thing. So I'm going to try to find like either a gold sheep mod or something and put that in here. But also, as you can see, I'm adding a lot of that. That will be over here as well. Right now, I'm making a staircase down to the bottom. But yeah, it's supposed to be inspired by Mount Olympus and Greek gods. I wanted something that, you know, is more me, and I love Greek mythology, so... That's cool, good job. Let's see. As long as it looks Greekish. Thank you! Well, I've noticed a lot of people are making a lot of medieval builds, and a lot of people are making, like, you know, the cute little starter homes, and I'm like, that's not me. And so I looked up temples, and barely anyone has done a temple. So I'm like, come on, guys, get on the temple game. We need more temples. We need religion. Get down with religion. So that goes around here, wraps around here, and then we'll make it a path, maybe? I think a path would be nice. What about yourself? What have you built? Today's game is... That sounds like a TV show. And today's game is... Murder. That's my little fox buddy. He's been here since the very beginning. Since the start of me taking over this area, he's been here. That same fox. It has not despawned once. Ooh! Wait, we're gonna get frogs here? Okay. Well, we were going to get frogs here, but... he's just drowned himself. Never mind. Never mind. Good frogs. Okay, what was I looking for? Yes. That means I'm gonna have to chisel back this as well. And we're gonna have to replace all of this. We'll have to replace it with cold dirt. Cold and sad dirt. Oh, yes. There we go. Many neat things. An underground base, an underground treasure room, full jail with housing, guards, grand library, roller coaster, mannequin. Well, I'm doing, one block, by the way, is available in Hytale. And this is my storage room. This is my pretty little storage room. But yeah, one block is available on Hytale now. You can actually get it. My advice to you, by the way, is collect as much dirt as you can before you go to tier 2. But yeah, one block is available at the moment in Hytale through mods, and I'm doing that one. I'm going to be making a kind of a market in the sky. But yeah, this is all I'm doing at the moment. I'm going to be doing a wizard tower with a greenhouse. Like he's going to be like doing potions and stuff. That's later on, and that's not in this world. That's for my modded world. Yeah, a lot of that sounds exciting, by the way. A lot of what you said sounds exciting. And I hope that you actually are able to do it, because as I was saying before, you make projects, and then you try to attempt them, and sometimes you get bored of your project and you move on too quickly. You're like, I'm done. I have that issue sometimes. Hence why I don't have a forever world. Everyone with their goddamn forever worlds. Nothing cool or Greek though, maybe soon. Sounds fancy, thanks. I booped the like button. Oh, thank you. The Grand Library took me forever. I mean, aren't books really hard to find? I heard books are hard to find. And making the bookcases aren't exactly easy, so I commend you on that. I'm going to be making the Library of Alexandria, which again is just a library. Also the Lighthouse of Alexandria. She has two things, okay? She's just important in Greek history. But yeah, so the lighthouse is going to be going over there on that platform, and the library is going to be going probably around that area too. But the Library of Alexandria. And hopefully they add books that we can actually write in, so I can write all the mythology and stuff inside of some of the books. Because I think it'd be really cool just to have an actual working library. A working library of Greek mythology. Yes, the cobweb books took me forever. I wanted the cobweb books for the top of the shelves. Ah, yeah, because obviously the top of bookshelves would be the dustiest and, you know, the ones that people haven't touched the most. I have to go all the way up there to read a book? Oh, never mind. I could just Kindle that. I'll just get it on my Kindle. Actually, might go this way a little bit. Well, I like when people take into account when they're building, like aging and same like when they're making a bridge, it's a stony bridge, and they start putting like water damage down below or cracked rock or something, so that it shows, you know, over time what happened to your build. It gives a bit of character to buildings, so I like people who consider that. Unfortunately, I can't really do much of that because, you know, Olympus is perfection. Olympus is perfection, so they wouldn't let it break down. I would love to be able to do some of that, but I don't think it would really work in this build, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay. So, instead of doing this part, we're going to be filling in the area. So, cold dirt. I will say though, it is going to be weird that that this world is basically grey, white, and black, and the only complementary color is going to be blue. Yeah. There we go. I'm still here, but I am AFK 5 minutes. Gotta pull up my 3 trash cans from the street. Ah, jeez. I hate doing that. I hate it when the trash person knocks all my trash cans over while they're emptying them. We have bins, wheelie bins. So at least there's that. Okay, so this is gonna have the ashen soil. That's gonna have cold dirt. That's gonna have cold dirt. Let's get the ashen soil out. The ashen soil connects a bit better, which is great. Maybe you should put ashen soil on the other one as well. I still have to consider the fact that we might be filling certain areas with buildings. So there might be a building just under here. We don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to put the shovel there. So I might put a building in here. Like shell out this area. We'll see. Like this could honestly turn into some markets. Or just a little, we could put a balcony along here. And then a path. Ashen soil. There we go. Perfect. Look, I'm not used to doing darker palettes, I have to admit. I'm used to doing bright greens and a lot of nature and a lot of flowers and greenhouses and medieval. I've done Greek mythology once and in Minecraft, and it was for I was Aphrodite, so it was a lot of white and red and pink, which I'm not the biggest fan of pink, I've got to admit, as a color. But I do find like pastel pink quite nice, but working with it in Minecraft is quite hard. But yeah, so I haven't really worked in a dull palette in quite some time. I did with my first ever build in Minecraft was in Bedrock, and I built a giant tower that was all white and different shades of white blocks at the top, and then as soon as it went into the ground, like the lower levels of the tower were all black. So it was like half and half. Heaven and hell. That was supposed to be the vibe. Floating libraries and stuff. Floating bookshelves and in the heaven area. And my nether portal was down in hell. Of course, though. Like, where else would it be? I have considered doing a server for Hytale, but I feel like I'd probably want it a bit more stable and with a bit more time. I feel like that's fair. I also feel like the smaller platforms should be the naturey ones. Wonder what you can build on top of the cold dirt. It's frozen and unforgiving. Film. Oh wait, no. Ah, god damn it. I lost so many blocks. We do need to go get some more cold dirt. Eventually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna replace this with the ashen soil. The shovel has been fixed. Shovel has been fixed. Thank God. Yeah, I think for the sake of us not having as much of this cold dirt at the moment, I feel like we should probably use ashen soil. Also, the fact that I might again put some buildings over this side. I think if it's a longer platform or a bigger platform, we should consider doing buildings on them. If it's a smaller platform, we consider doing like some sort of naturey looking thing. I also have to see if there's any trees that I can make. If there's any like white leaved trees, or if there are any trees that I think as the burnt trees have the dark wood, which I can use their tree trunks, but I need to find leaves that are quite bright and colorless. Basically, like they turn the saturation down. That is what we need. A lack of saturation. Okay, I'm gonna go down. And collect the stuff. Collect all this. All the materials. This is gonna basically be a cave. It's gonna think this is a cave. You know what? I'm okay with that. Mainly, I don't care. Alright. It's pretty good. Now, with that, there's obviously a staircase coming down to here. We need to make another platform over here. Now, I want this platform to be rather big. Wide, I should say. I want it to come out to here, this area, and then wrap around. Then there's going to be another high platform up here. So this one's going to come around here. It's going to be a lower platform, and then there's another one there, and I want a higher platform here. So let's plan it first and see what we can do. I'm going to climb up there and then do it from there. But we need a second platform. It's time for the next platform. We need them all to connect. You know? we need them all the platforms to connect. And I think the path is looking rather nice. Should probably eat something before I die. I mean, dying is just it just happens, you know. People die every day. No, so come down here, the staircase comes down this way, wraps around here, goes through here, which, as I said, this will be like a residential area. Maybe. I might turn it to something else, who knows. But this is definitely going to be a residential area right here. Basically, the houses will go up to probably about there. So we still have courts above it. Oh. I see that every time and never fix it. Ah! I'm so glad you can climb. There we go. Oh, wait. And then we come through here. And the next part is over this way. So this is the next platform over here. So we've got to get this basically to drop down into here. Should I make this a little higher? If it comes down here... No, it should be fine. It should be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, 1, 2, 3. One thing I forgot to do, 1 second, is change over my avatar. I still have my avatar from my 1 block world. That's forest friendly. There we go. We have other things too. The wizard and Granny D. Oh, hello, dears. I forgot to swap over my character. He's my normal everyday one. The forest friendly is he is forest friendly. He speaks for the trees. He's inspired by the Lorax. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. What day are we up to right now? I'm just gonna check quickly. What day are we up to? We are up to we're friendly. Where's Hytale? Hytale, friendly tales. I know it's up to. We had episode 12. So we're up to 165. Okay, we're up to 165. And then we had 3 days, so 169, I think? Or 8? I think we're to 168. Wow, 168 days. Jeez. If we could make this, if we can hit 200 on in this project, that would be awesome. Because that means round it up, basically. So it's 166, 167, and 168. I'll label them so we know. So I don't want to, obviously we're not doing circles and stuff, because those are not circles. But those are certainly, certainly something. They certainly are a thing. 3, 4, 5, and then wrap around here. So we're gonna get rid of those. Okay, now the next part of this is actually going to be lining it up with this. Oh, nope, 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 nope. That's not even full blocks, they're slabs. That's just evil. So like right there. And then from now on, it'll be this. I'll start to build into there as well with these, with quartz later. But for now, we're trying to get the platforms in. Platforms are a little bit more important than water. And before you ask, I have actually modded the water so that it has, what's its face? It has a infinite water source. It unfortunately has done a little, this. It's easily fixed just by tapping it. Like that. It fixes itself. But yeah. I wish I had done it when I first made this world, then it would just spawn with infinite water source and I wouldn't have to worry about all those holes everywhere. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And they didn't make it with an infinite water source. So what am I supposed to do, you know? And I've seen all the terrible builds that people have been making with the non-infinite water source, and I can't with that. You know, people are making lakes, and they're like, I had to place every single block. I'm like, no, that's terrible. Not terrible as in they look terrible. Terrible as in the pain they must go through. Okay, back. My trash cans have been emptied. Oh yay! As I was saying before, we have wheelie bins in Australia. We have wheels, and although our trash people are very terrible at you know, putting them out properly, they kind of knock over our trash cans, trash bins, wheelie bins a lot. So it's like, pain. So it's here. I'm trying to get an idea because we actually have to stop at some point. I'm gonna need more chalk too. Wheelie bins. Yeah, wheelie bins. They have wheels on them. Although I will say in Melbourne, where I'm from, we have one for one bin for recyclables and one for glass and one and one for like food, such as things that can compost, fruit, vegetables, bread. Yeah, unfortunately, the state I live in is very big on that kind of stuff, so I just find it very irritating to deal with, personally. I understand it's good for the environment, but I think it's a little too late for that kind of stuff. They're very optimistic about saving the environment after we've pretty much screwed it. At least we bought it dinner first. How close are you to Cooper Pedley? That's where the Black Opal is. Let me check. Well, Cooper Pedley. Is that a place? Or that says it's a person. How close are you to Cooper Pedley? Oh, Cooper Pedley? Do you mean? Or Cooper Pegler? I don't know a Cooper Pedley, but I know a Cooper Pedley. I know a Cooperoo. Cooperoo. There's Cooper Petey. I think it is what they said. One sec. Cooper Petey. Yeah, I think this is the one you meant. Cooper Petey. That's in South Australia, Adelaide. It's how far is it from me? A 16-hour drive. It's 1,570. Yeah, I'll just copy paste. Yeah, it's actually quite far away from me. It's in the middle of Australia, and I'm on the edge of Australia. Like I'm in South Australia, but I'm southeast, so it's quite far. I haven't seen it yet. Sorry, it's hard for me to understand the Australian people when they say it with the cool accents. Oh no, we have very interesting accents when we pronounce things. It's don't feel like bad about not understanding Australians. We barely understand each other. Like New Zealanders, who are our neighbours, they say you know, fish and chips. Nice meal of fish and chips. They say fish and chips. Fish and chips. And would you like some fish and chips? And trust me, we have no idea what they're saying. At all. Just like we don't really understand Southern people either. A Southern American just confuses the hell out of me. What do you mean you're going out doing that? That's crazy. I feel bad for like people who aren't from America trying to understand a Southern accent. It's like, how? You just have to go to the left and then go to the right again. You'll be fine. You'll find your way. I think we got it. Actually, I'll leave some leeway. Why not? I'm gonna do 3 this way. I'm gonna change this a bit. I'd rather be more round. My favorite accent is the British accent. I find it just so fascinating. All of the British accents. The fact there's like so many of them. But yeah, Cooper Pedy is not very close to Melbourne. It's not very close to any estate though. It's far out. It's a tourist destination, so we kind of keep them further out from the cities, so the cities don't get too crowded with tourists. You have moved up to first place spots on the Hytale topic tab in games. What? No, don't be silly. I'm a small creator. I'm tiny. You know how they say there's like baby creators? That's me. I'm sitting there just looking all adorable. I have my binky and my dummy and my change table. I'm not allowed to be on the top of anything. Them's the rules. Whee! Run away. Run away! Can I grab onto them? Can I? Oh! Ah! So close! The pain I just felt. I broke my knees. I have weak knees, it's fine. Yay! Swallow this all up. Hello, little rabbit. Actually, it's a jackalope because it has antlers or horns or whatever. 28 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. I mean, I would understand if you don't because, like, I get it. I have to deal with me on a daily basis, so I get you not wanting to have to deal with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. We'll figure it out while building this platform. Okay. Now we just have to fill in the space. Fill in the blanks. Beautiful. But no, welcome to everyone who's watching. Thank you so much for all the support. You had so many other people you could have chosen to watch, and you chose this weirdo. So congrats. Some people would call it, you know, crazy, and some people call it bad taste, and some people just say, I don't know, you wanted to give me a chance, and thank you for that. I feel so bad in videos doing the whole, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. But I even myself, I forget to subscribe to people or like people's videos. So I've got to the point where I'm like, that's why they say it. Because we just don't remember. They're just remembering for us. They're taking the effort out for us. It's great. We are going to have to go collect some more chalk soon. I keep saying courts. I'm getting mixed up in the games. But today's game, I'll just call you today. Today, how was your day? How was your today? I am going to guess, ooh, maybe American? No. It's usually Americans that struggle with Australian accents. So I'm going to guess American. Although I have known French people as well to have difficulty with the Australian accent. Italians, no, they don't. There we go. Connected. I've made a connection. Beautiful. So we're gonna do this layer as well. Oh no! We ran out of chalk! I knew it was coming. I can go see if we have more, but I'm pretty sure we don't. Oh, this is a travesty. This is worse than a travesty. This is a disaster. How could I let this happen? I can't believe I've done this. I can't believe it. Whee! I also can't believe YouTube graced me with the presence of you people. It's so nice of YouTube to occasionally do that and make me feel special. It makes me feel special. Alright, what can we get rid of? I guess we get rid of any of these. We just kind of do still need to keep those. I think that's all upstairs stuff. Before you ask, there is no obvious rhyme or reason to anything that I've done in this storage room. A lot of it's shoving things in areas and going, yeah, that looks good. It's just the dirt. I think dirt's down to here. Yeah, it is. I think we're all full up for dirt. Oh, no, wait, we can put it in here. The bucket's over here. Tools. Hey. So we need to go get some quartz. I'm gonna put all this up here. Alright, let's go out and get some quartz. We are gonna have to take a portal. That's the only way this is gonna happen. I have to take a portal. Actually, can we take this portal? Where's this one go? Hey! It's the right portal. I never get the right portal. I always take the wrong one first. It's not my fault I'm slightly stupid. This is all marble, which means this is chalk. This is, it's not very close to my base, as you can see. That's one of my beds. But no, the area is down that way. So I tried to make sure I found an area that wasn't close to my base to completely hollow out. So I didn't feel bad about completely destroying this area just for materials. Because I always feel bad if you're, destroying your own Mother Nature around you. Because it's going to be an eyesore. You look outside your house like, it's such a beautiful wasteland. Plus a beautiful landfill. So I like to put it far away from me, as far as I can possibly go. And that's my advice to anyone. Just keep going. Go really far out for materials. Put a random portal down. And then just, that's your material area. It's very unlikely you'll ever build anywhere near it if you go like 5,000 to 10,000 blocks away. Yes, it will take a few seconds to load. And yeah, it might take you a while to get out there if you're in Minecraft. But, just do it. Just do it. Oh, sorry! I didn't mean to hit you in your butt. I know. I'm a terrible person. I didn't mean to hit the chicken in the ass. Ew, dirt. No. You know what? I'm just put it... Throw it out. I don't want more dirt. What is this? I wish there was a quicker way to get things like this, like materials, but there isn't, unfortunately. And it's not like with Minecraft where you're able to just put, you know, enchantments on it, so you can mow down mountains with an enchanted pickaxe that just completely destroys things in seconds. It's a few seconds. It's a few. It's like having a diamond pickaxe. No netherite here. But in saying that, Mithril's the next level of pickaxe, and, you know, maybe that's faster. I would love if that was faster, just mows down mountains. That way you don't even need enchantments. I still think they could add some kind of, like, runes or scrolls or something, so you can breathe underwater, or be able to resist fire damage, fall damage, that kind of stuff. Just the normal things you kind of expect in these games. Attack potions, that kind of thing. Strength potions, maybe, instead. Dexterity potions that make you faster. Make it more RPG-esque. Embrace the D&D. Roll the dice and see if you win you actually hit a 20. 20 is the highest, right? I know 1 is the worst. Although I want to say it's yeah, it's nat 20, that's right. Natural 20. I know! I'm sorry. Okay? I said I'm sorry. Just take the apology and move on. You're alive. That's all that matters. Goddamn chicken yelling at me. He's basically just sitting over there going, hey! Hey! Fuck you! You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, sir. No, fuck you, sir. Yeah. What do you say about that? Nothing? Nothing to say? No, well, fuck you. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling this chicken off. How dare you? You know what? I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. I'm going to hit you with a shovel. Telling me to... How dare he? How dare he? That was inappropriate and rude and mean and horrible. That's why we don't like chickens. This is why in Family Guy, what's his name? Peter attacks the big giant chicken. They're all rude. All chickens are rude. I usually call my chickens cluckles. There's at least one chicken in every single farming game I own that has cluckles. What? What? You bought a friend? Oh, this is your friend. No, fuck you! What the hell? Why is the two of you now? Why are you gang up on me, bullying me? I'm just trying to get some chalk! Screw you both! Just think, what the hell? Chickens are rocking up on me. I swear to God. No, screw you! And screw you too! Screw you both! This is so unfair. No! I'm done with you both. You both are terrible. No, you're terrible. No, I didn't say that about your mother, but I'm about to. No, I wouldn't dare. How dare you? You guys are awful. I hope you know that. You guys are terrible. No, you know what? You know what? I will come over there with some blades. I will. Just watch me. Stupid little birds making fun of me. I don't like it here anymore. I want to go mine elsewhere. They suck. It's not fair. I'm not even in high school anymore and I'm being bullied. This is why we don't hang out with birds. We actually have in Australia something called a cockatoo. I I have to remember that the name is funny. Have you seen a bird? Yeah, I've seen a cock or two. But yeah, it actually laughs. It goes. Oh, that's kookaburra. Sorry, kookaburra. Not a cockatoo. But yeah, cockatoo's funny. Kookaburra. Kookaburra is a bird that laughs at you. For some reason, I don't understand the lore around a kookaburra, but it laughs at you, and it makes me feel very insecure. No, it's quite funny though. It just laughs at you. I don't, not even too sure why. Just a bird that laughs at you. It's like a hyena. You know how people say that hyenas sound like they're laughing at you. They're not. And kookaburras aren't laughing at you either, but you know. When you're insecure and upset and have daggers in your hand, does it really matter what they're doing? You stab. If you're wondering why I'm so violent at the moment, I just finished playing High on Life 2. The game. High on Life 2. It was actually really good. Well, I would say really good. It was good, and then the ending sucked. Like, the ending was so bad it almost made me hate the game. But the game itself was good. There were some technical issues. I experienced one or two that I had to restart the level for, but I wasn't too upset about it because the levels were fun. It's also on Game Pass, so that helps. Speaking of Game Pass, I know one game that will never be on Game Pass. Hytale. You know, because Minecraft is owned by Mojang and Microsoft, and Microsoft is head of Xbox, and Xbox owns Game Pass, so there will never be a Hytale in Game Pass. Though I honestly think that a lot of people who saying that, you know, Hytale will be the Minecraft killer and all that kind of thing, I don't think that's how it works. I think in all honesty, a lot of people would be returning to Minecraft after like maybe a long hiatus because they play Hytale and then all the memories flood back of their favorite Minecraft moments when they used to play Minecraft. They're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go play Minecraft. That's what happened to my partner. He played a bit, like probably 3 days of Hytale and then started playing Skyblock of Minecraft. He hasn't stopped playing it for like the last 2 weeks. So, you know. Similar games remind people of them. And that's always a plus. Never assume. Never assume that something's going to be a killer of anything. And look what happened to Ashes of Creation. It died. Burned up in a pile of ashes. It was awful. I feel like we should have more chalk than we do. I feel like I got distracted by the birds for too long. And they... What? What? What do you want now? Yeah, come at me, bruh. Come at me, bruh. Yeah, what do you think about that? Huh? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Fear me. That's right. You run away. You run away. I got your friend's feathers. Yeah. Okay, I'm good now. What? They came at me. They threatened me. I was just defending myself. That was as cold as ice. Good old birds. He's really pushing it. He's really pushing it. He'll end up like his friend. I swear to God, he'll end up like his friend. He'll end up cooked too. Completely cooked on a fire. And it'll be all his fault. I mean, I warned him. I gave him the perfect chance to run away. But no. He decided to sit around and start yelling at me. We'll probably be mining all of today, all of this day at least, just to get an amount that we don't have to, like, return constantly. I will hit you with something. Did you just jump at me? That's right, run away. Go on. Go on. Out of here. Out, 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 out! Why won't you go down? You know what? No, you're trapped there. I don't have a vendetta against that bird. I promise I don't have a vendetta against that bird. However, that bird is driving me insane. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. I wish I could say this is the first time I've been distracted by an animal and then ended up murdering it in a game, in this game specifically, or even in Minecraft, but no, it is not. Now he's swearing at me because he's stuck. The bird saga. No, you know what, bro? You're there. I blocked you there so that you wouldn't annoy me anymore, okay? Your friend's dead, and that's your fault, okay? I'm not gaslighting you at all. It is your fault. You two yelling at me and swearing at me, and then your friend came at me, okay? He came into my territory, so you're gonna stay here and be safe, so I don't have to murder you. Wow, can't even look me in the face. Wow. Lack of respect. Just a pure lack of respect from a bird. Can't understand it. Just a lack of respect. Absolutely, positively ridiculous. Cannot believe it. May have to murder something. I'm upset now. How dare they? Absolutely ridiculous. Almost done. We probably have... Oh, probably need... I don't know, another 400? Now I do need a lot, and the reason I need a lot is because I need to put in the layers, and we still have heaps of more platforms to make. Like a ridiculous amount of platforms to make. I'm not looking forward to those amount of platforms in which to make. Bam, 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 bam. I wonder if I leave and then come back later for chalk. I probably won't need it for like at least 10 days, and that bird's still just sitting there, waiting. Have anything horrible to say about me now? Your mom's a hoe. This is why I'm gonna leave you here forever. I don't even think I can tame him, by the way. I don't think I can. Taming has been added, but I don't think I can tame him. It's one of the things you can't tame. Like the fox. I would say I'm annoyed that the fox is not tameable. Like, there are berries that you could tame the fox with, and I just don't understand why they didn't make it so that you could tame the fox. Like, why? Foxes are popular. People love foxes as an animal. Like, why would you do that? I love a fox. Fox is my favorite animal. You know? It just seems unfair that the animals you chose were not to put a fox in. Like, what is that? Disappointed. 100% disappointed. Hey, we're almost done. We'll finish this layer, and then we'll head home. And then start on the next platform. Yeah. The next platform's higher up, so it's gonna be, we're gonna have to build with the scaffolding to get up there. But it should be fine. It should be fine. No worse than, you know, having a bird swear at you for the last 20 minutes. No one can say it's all in my head, okay? This is rude. It's not all in my head. I'm not imagining things. Some birds are just rude and they suck. I'm sorry you don't speak bird. Us Australians have to learn how to speak every animal language. With the amount of animals out there, we have to learn to speak every animal language, including kookaburra, kangaroo, and a little bit of wallaby. Hello. How come you didn't get hurt by that? Right, we've got the layouts. Let's head home. Thank God. So make sure. Yep. There we go. It's a snowy area. That's probably where we'll be getting our cold dirt from. Although I'll use the further out portal. It should be over here. Which one is it? Might be the Frosted Lands. Oh yeah. We can continue on this path, basically. I'm wondering... Where is the smooth? Where did I put the smooth? Where did... Oh, there is. So I'm going to put that one there. I wish you were able to see the torch and place blocks, but that doesn't seem to be an option. Annoyingly so. I might actually have to get this to... Put that there. That there. Ah! God damn it. At least I can finish off this. While I'm down here. Somehow have to make those stairs work though. Those two, those two, those two. Alright, how am I supposed to get up there? Let's do some scaffolding. It's looking okay. Wrap this around. I think we can keep doing the swirl pattern, and if we do a path along there, then we have heaps of space here to build into the mountain. So I approve of this, but I'm hoping it's not going to look too terrible. That's the major problem. Sometimes it can look awful, and then I just blame myself and say, well, you could have done better. You could have done better. It's like a disappointed parent at myself. Oh, yes. You tried, but you could have done better, Branthony. Gotta have a terrible name. Oh, no! You gotta have a terrible name, like Branthony. And I don't think it's terrible because of the fact it's called Branthony. It's because their parents were like, you know, there's Brandon and Anthony. Let's call him Branthony. Or you can call him Brandon. Or Anthony. That's only because I know an Anthony. An Anthony. But you know what? It's not no one's fault. It's no one's fault but the parents. So I don't blame people. My parents just opened up the Bible and said, that looks like a good name. And left it at that. I was like, thanks, parents. What's the one book you want to see in a hospital that parents should get their baby names from? The Bible. Jesus loves me, this I know, for I'm from the Bible. Alright. So the path is now connecting in. Awesome. We probably should do the rest of the path. And yeah, it's going to be a little annoying to do, being that we don't have any blocks to put around it at the moment, but we will eventually have some cold dirt. I do think that this might be a cold dirt situation because it's smaller than that one. But we'll see. We'll see. We might do more ashen. So with this one, we just need it to be here. I think this is where it curves off a little bit. Just a tad. And it's not going to be perfect because I've probably changed up later compared on depending on what goes into here, what buildings are made, and areas like this where you see there's a lot of space here. I can actually do a double-decker house or a two-story house or two-story building. So yes, it might look like a giant plain wall, but it's not always going to look like that. It's going to be, you know, decorated later. I just don't build like a lot of people build. I like to have a nice base beforehand. Especially because I don't plan my builds beforehand. I just kind of go, this looks good. And I know a lot of like YouTubers and streamers like to plan their builds in creative first. And I don't know, if I've built it already, if I've already built it in creative, I just don't feel the need to build it again. I'm like, well, the excitement of building it's gone now. I know that's very silly, you know, because you haven't had the joy of getting all the materials through the grind. But I don't know, it's not as interesting to me. A very windy path. What if all this led to a bridge? It goes across here. That could be interesting. If it comes to here, and then just have a bridge that way. Wouldn't that be... That would actually be nice, because then we have a way of getting to the next area, I guess? I don't know. There's no clear way of getting up to the thing now. There's no clear way of getting up to here, but I guess I've been taking the waterfall anyway. I've been using the waterfall to get up, so what can I say? The more infrastructure, the better, too. It's always good to encourage infrastructure in your builds. If you can, you should. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. We might be looking into leading this into a bridge. So I think we're gonna go this way now. Right here, then that. So the center would be here. There we go. So it changes to go to the corner here, and then this way. And then we'll have a bridge going over to there. Probably a big bridge, but still. I want it to be a little bit arched, so we'll probably use, again, slabs. And slab it up over there. I don't know why, but that looks just weird. That's a little better. And there we go. Our path now leads all the way to the top. It doesn't lead all the way to the bottom, though, I will say. It does not lead all the way to the bottom. What is my kitty doing? Hello? Hello, kitty. What you doing? Hello, little man. Oh, wrong one. Do I want to know what you were doing? No? So yeah, it's going to wrap all the way around to here, and then it's going to take a bridge that way. So that way, if I'm traveling out there, if I'm going out into the world, it's a way to get back in here, you know? It's perfect. Now we kind of have to work on this. Ah, damn. Straight away. And this will only go to like here. It's gonna be a lot easier if we actually put in cold dirt. I don't think we have enough cold dirt though. It's fine. We'll start putting some in. Welcome, this is cold dirt. Actually, a lot of that's not going to even be seen. Whee! I'm going to put this here. And that one there. There. And there. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this area, because this is going to be the higher platform. And then come around and do the same, but with all of that. I don't know if we're going to have another... We'll probably have... Actually, yeah, we'll probably have another platform here. Like that one, it's going to be a smaller platform for, like, lower down. So there'll be a platform right along here. Over here, between these two pavilions, pagodas, whatever to call them. That's pavilion. This is pagodas. The two pagodas, there's actually going to be a tower right here that goes up higher than these two. So there'll be a tower starting here, going up to there. So we will have to like create a shell for it, so at least we know where it is. Because there'll be a platform from there to here, and a platform from there to here, which will hit the tower. I just like the idea of levels and dimensions, and I think this will add a lot to it. And I want it to be both natural looking and like God-made, man-made as possible. So I'm really hoping this comes together and yeah, has the look we're looking for. Okay. I think if we do these 3 blocks, we should be able to hit all of the, all of it. Hopefully. Cross fingers. The platforms! Whee! Eh. There we go. Lined it all up and it's perfect! Exactly what I wanted. If you want to see how this is, how we got to this position, by the way, how like the temple was created, all that kind of stuff, the series is currently coming out, as like it's been coming out for the last couple of weeks. And it will be basically highly edited versions of what we've already done, where we started, etc. And yeah, you can see what happened. See how the temple got made without having to watch like 5 to 6 hours of a stream. Hey, maybe that's not your thing, and you actually want to watch the 5 to 6 hours. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, you know? I won't stop you, but... Damn. Damn, that's committed. I feel like that needs to go. There we go. Wonderful. A lot of people, including my parents, have asked me how I do the whole, you know, this kind of thing where you have to do layers and layers and make your own biome and panels, and they say, how do you have the patience for all that kind of stuff? It's in a video game. I thought you liked that kind of run around, shoot 'em up type of thing. And I'm like, well, it's a kind of different vibe. Like, you know, if you're not in the mood for putting too much effort into your brain power, this kind of stuff is great. This kind of stuff is great. Because it both fulfills you creatively, and you get to be peaceful and relaxed. Like, I can turn on the fan right now, not too worried. Especially because it's very hot in Australia at the moment. Not today. Today's like 29 degrees, which I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit. But it has been like 113 Fahrenheit or 114 Fahrenheit before while I've been streaming, and that was hell. So never again. Never again. And luckily I stream in the mornings. Like, I usually try to start at 9 or 10 a.m. and it takes me through to like 1 or 2. And then I prepare for work and I just non-stop until dinner time. Then my brain explodes. Oh, no, that's not where I want it to be. Scaffolding. They really should bring scaffolding into the game, though. It's one thing I miss from Minecraft. It just made building so much easier. Like this type of building. Up high type of building. There is 2 scaffolding mods I saw, so I might try out the other one just to see if it has sideways scaffolding, because that seems to be the thing that's tripping me up here. But for now, this will just have to do. Pardon? I probably should say the obligatory thing of, don't forget, guys, you could subscribe if you like what you're watching. You know, I'd be much appreciated if you did, but you don't have to. You don't have to. There's also other channels. We have this is the Minecraft and Hytale channel. We also have an MMO/RPG channel, which you can access if you go to the channel page. You'll see featured channels. There's also a cozy craft / survival game. So things like Enshrouded, Coral Island, Stardew Valley, Valheim, V Rising, stuff like that. Anything you can make a base in. That's that channel. And we also have a Pokemon channel where I try to explore a lot of the fan-made channels, and I use emulators to play all the Pokemon games. Currently I'm doing Sun and Moon, which I'm enjoying a lot more than I remember. I remember hating Sun and Moon. Like, it was a slog to get through it. Though I'm playing it now and I'm like, this is fine. No, I'm not saying it's perfect. There were definitely... how do I put this? There were definitely parts of it where I was like, this is boring. But, yeah, overall, I'm just like, this is fun. This is fun. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. But yeah, I just don't remember it being that much fun, and I don't know why. I did play Black and White and X and Y, and it's the opposite. I didn't enjoy it as much as I remember. In fact, I think I have a ranking video, and I'm pretty sure I put them quite low. Like F or E tier, because I just did not enjoy them. And it's surprising. You go back and play something many years later, because I played X and Y when it first came out, and Black and White. I didn't play like the first one. The first game I ever played was the Leaf Green. I never got to play the red and blue and all that, because bit too young. A bit too young. But amazingly enough, I may be old, but I'm not that old. I mean, we call people in their late 20s old now, so I don't even know. I feel so old already. But yeah, so I went back and played those two. I was like, that's surprisingly not great. And I'm also playing Pokemon Awakening, which is an interesting, very dark story about cults and stuff. I'm like, this is interesting. But yeah, I've played a lot of that stuff because I believe that there are some really amazing fan-made games out there that are full of passion, and I want to try to explore as many as I possibly can. So if you like any of that kind of stuff, then go check it out. They're all on the featured. They're all on featured, and I hope you enjoy them. Because I definitely enjoyed playing them. I believe like 3 to 4 videos for all the channels come out a week. So if you were subscribed to all channels, you probably have around 12 to 16 videos to watch. Yes, and that does mean I made 12 to 16 videos. Just don't remind me. Pretty much whenever I get free time, I make a YouTube video. Alright, pretty much every time I get free time, I play a video game and I just record it. A lot of the time, it's not even like I'm got my content face on. I just record myself what I usually do. I do talk to myself when I'm playing video games. I don't know why. I think it like calms me. I like playing with other people. I like playing multiplayer games with people. I don't do it so much anymore because a lot of my friends aren't gamers. Kind of, you know, as I get older, I get different friends. And unfortunately, a lot of them aren't gamers. I don't know why not. I just moved states and then I didn't find gamer friends. I found friends who like a glass of wine and loud music. But yeah, so if we also have a Discord. I barely use the Discord. I use it for streaming times. So if anyone wants to keep up on what time's streaming or what we're streaming, Discord is the best bet. I wish that the Discord was more active, but I don't know much about like using Discord. I was late to Discord. I was not really. I've been late to a lot of the social media stuff. Like, I believe that people in my childhood MySpace was dying when I was in school, and people in my year still had MySpace. I never got one. And by the time I got a Facebook, that was dying too. I still use Messenger. That's just to message like my parents and stuff. I'm not saying I only use it to message old people, but I'm not saying I'm not using it for that. I guess we could make the next platform there. Like, that level. We'll have to build on the side. So let's do it right. The next platform could be right there. Okay. So yeah, the next platform will start here and then head around that way and stop around there. It's not, this one's not going to be a big one, I will say. This one is not going to be a big platform. I'll go around there. One game I've never played is Death Stranding, and I hear it's such a good game. I don't know if I'd like it though. That's the problem. And I try to play games on this channel, on these channels that I'd actually either enjoy or think I'll enjoy. I probably should get some more food before I die. Fall damage, yay! But yeah, very much like I don't know if I'd like it, so I haven't been risking it. Could be great. Could be amazing. I wouldn't know. I'm also so glad phantoms don't exist. I can just not go to bed for ages. It's great. If you're in the swing of things when it comes to building, you don't really want to go to bed. Wait, do we actually have a food station? Yeah, we do. Oh, I might go get some sticks and we can make some meat on a stick. I could have very much have died there, but I didn't. Usually I never have enough sticks to make meat on a stick because I have the fun time of never cutting down trees. I'm not using wood, I'm using marble and, and chalk. Why would I need trees? That is the question. Why would I need trees? Oh yeah, we also have a Instagram and a TikTok, though I mainly just put the shorts on there. I rarely update the Instagram, but I try to keep the TikTok at least daily with the shorts. Although you could just go to the separate channels and watch the shorts, but if you just want to watch only shorts, TikTok's probably the best bet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think everything else, we've got 4 channels: TikTok, Instagram, and Discord. No Twitter. I'm not really a big fan of Twitter, personally. I think we can all understand why that might be. Twitter's a hellscape. No, Twitter's not exactly my favorite place. It brings the worst out in me, personally. Such a negative place. Oh, it used up all of the meat. Okay, it's used up what was in there. That's fine. I had a ridiculous amount of meat, and now I have a decent amount of food. Yay! All right, let's keep going. Now that I have food, it feels good to have real food again. Huh. I had been eating just normal cooked meat for so long, I didn't know the taste of a kebab. I know this may not seem like a lot, guys, but I'm actually impressed with how much we've gotten done so far. Or I've gotten done. I'm so used to saying we. Guys are moral support, you know? You're here for moral support and to go, good job! Keep doing that! Don't fall off! And then me to instantly fall off, and you two guys to cover your mouth while laughing, I hope. I said I hope. I don't think you would, but it's fine. Then we go this way. Bam. That wraps around there. I don't think we can really do the next one until, we can't really do the next one until we figure out where we're putting the tower. Ah, damn it. No! Get away! It's like, you sure you don't want to climb me? Yes, I'm sure. So the next thing is over here, and it's a tower. The major issue is half the tower's up there and half the tower's down, like, when I'm making it. The skeleton, it's going to be half up there, half down here. I'll start with the bit up here. Although one thing we have to do is we have to replace all this dirt with cold dirt. But it's going to start over here. Can I line it up with these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't. I can line it up with one of them, but not the other. Kind of there. This one lines up with here, and this one lines up with here. So it's right there. This is kind of the space we're working with. I will have to make it in something else, the outline. Maybe white clay. We'll go down and get some white clay, and I'll make the outline in that. I have an idea of what I want, the shape I want. It's a typical shape that I always use with towers. And I know it well, but I've only ever used it in Minecraft, so I don't know if it's going to work in Hytale. Like, it's the same kind of building blocks, so I imagine so. But looks-wise... So first of all, it's like this. I'm going to need three, actually, a 3. 1, 2, 3. Should probably just get rid of these. One, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the tower. I could put it further in, but I feel like there should be space here. I should leave some space. Especially if I'm going to make like the entrance, which I think I'm going to make the entrance right here. And I want to be able to have a path go through into there and into there. Just don't question it. Stop thinking about, is it too big? I always do that and then I make things not as grand. It's not like we have a time limit on this or anything. A self-imposed time limit. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. Damn it. I was right the first time. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, we got the shape. We have the shape. Now, the only problem is we're going to have to get scaffolding developed here so we can at least make a skeleton going down. No, I think I've just got to go to the bathroom quickly, guys. I'll then BRB, and we'll continue on with the tower and connecting all the platforms to the tower. This is going to be one big ass tower. Perfect. We have a lot of space to work with. I keep thinking like, oh, this is going to be big. We have lots of space to work with. And the pavilion looks great, but it needs big things next to it, you know? Just to balance it all out. Look at that fox. That's a new fox, by the way. So that's not like the old fox. He's new. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. We'll put it on the main menu so you can hear the music. Hello! Sorry, we're back. Ba ba bum ba ba bum. Let's wait for it all to load in. Is that a crab or a spider? Crab. Being that's terrified of me, crab. Okay, so as I was saying before, so we have to put in this tower kind of like frame before we're able to continue the platforms all the way around. Mainly because I just don't know where they'll connect. So I'm going to get this scaffolding out. And get this side's frame first, and then the other side. We only need the sides that are actually going to connect to the platform. Which is this one. So 1, 2, 3. And yes, all this is going to be removed when we actually build the tower, because the tower is not going to be made out of white clay. I am still deciding if I'm going to use white clay in the build. I was going to use it for houses, but now I'm not sure, because I don't know if the white clay could be turned into anything else but white clay. Like, can it be turned into white clay bricks and stuff like that? Which is it's kind of disappointing, because if you're going to put a block in the world, my personal opinion is don't put it out until you actually have things you want to work with it. You know, don't put quartz in there until you have like quartz blocks and stuff. Otherwise, it's just a useless block. Unless, of course, you like the pattern of this. But I think it's way too close to chalk. Let me look at this is chalk. This is white clay. Chalk, white clay. Chalk, white clay. This one has more texture to it than this one does. But still, it's just so close to chalk. Unless it has other things like bricks and smoother versions of it. Why bother? I haven't checked if they have added it since. Because they might have. I do know they've added a new block which is limestone. Which is kind of cool. Yes, but at the time of the recording... limestone has just been added. Moment of truth. Ah. But clay bricks, why have white clay if it's just gonna turn into clay blocks? What happens when you get that then? Can you turn it to white clay after that? Nope. That's really depressing. It just turns into clay bricks. What about white clay bricks? So they have changed something, I guess. They made it so white clay can turn into something else, but they didn't make it... Very, very depressing. I'm going to put white clay in there, though. I don't want to accidentally use it instead of chalk. Alright, so now that we have the frame there, we can actually start bringing this one around. So this one is going to connect to the next one, which probably just going to put right there. Because why not? So we're going to hook it onto here and go up a few. I don't want to make it too tall. Because if it's... yeah, I think that's about in line with that one, isn't it? Go. So now this is going to wrap around there. This is going to wrap all the way into there, so it's going to be a bit of a loop, I guess. Only a little bit there. A bit of a circle, bit of a semicircle, maybe. An almost circle, a rejected circle. It was rejected. It's fine. It's fine. Parents got used to it eventually. His parents are full circles. It took us a while to accept our child. Being a half circle and all. Okay. Oh, it's raining! Nice. So interesting that we can see this far away. Some days it works perfectly, by the way. Some days the game is smooth as butter. And some days it is lag central. Does it make sense to me why? No. Do I ask questions? Not usually. I just either get upset or don't. Look at that. A lobster and a crab. Best friends forever. Mmm. Butter with crab and lobster. Hey, if I eat them, they'll be best friends in my stomach. And that's still good enough in my opinion. Still good enough. 3 there. 2 there. Oh. Okay. Now we're wrapping around with this one. I wonder. We'll just do it like that. There we go. And obviously that's not the top of the tower. Let's be honest, that's not going to be the top of the tower. However, that is where we're kind of starting, is probably up there. We could start down here, but we kind of need the entrance for there. I wouldn't say that's more important or anything like that. It's just more difficult to work around. I think I'm gonna fix this up a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Actually, we could just... This way? That's this way. Then we go around, getting all the pieces that we chipped off. And then around this side will be the cove. Hey, buddy. Probably going to have a dock going out that way. So we've got this side done. Now I have to get the other side done. Is that a skeleton? Is he on my platforms? How rude. It's a good thing I'm not attached to this section, because I think it's going to change in a second. So this is going to go upwards. Just make sure this doesn't look too terrible. There, there, there. Yeah, I am going to put one spot between these two. I feel like that should go there too. Three, 4, 5. Let's just spread it out a bit, you know. There we go. That one was a lot more simple. Alright, so we have these sections now to fill in. We have that one, and the one around the back. This we won't fill in because, of course, there's going to be a tower attached to it. But that's okay. No one's questioning the tower at all. Let's see. Oh, no. Break these down. They're now not needed. Oh, okay. There we go. We are going to have to do some detailing to the sides, obviously, but we need the actual framing before we do the detailing. So that's at least something. I'm going to turn the fan on for a bit. It's a little warm. A little warm. Oh, I shouldn't have gone that high, but oops. Forget this isn't as high as the other ones. This is a pretty high one. This is pretty high. Very nice. Oh, pardon. My stomach. It's like, hello. Hello. Oh! Invisible scaffolding! Where did it come from? No one knows. No one cares. No one cares to ask. So, going through my plans. This is my planning book. The only thing I plan is what style I'm using, what blocks. and shapes. Lots of shapes. Everyone likes shapes, right? Learn about them in school and everything. Okay, what is the date today? The 11th? Not the 11th, the 21st? 21st. 21st? 22nd. Yep. Okay, it's fine. I will go out of you because you won't tell me what the date is. 21st. Okay. It won't let me bring up the calendar. Okay, it won't let me bring up the calendar. So the 4th and oh no. 4th and the 11th. Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna write some things down before I forget them. That one. 27, 28, 23, 70, 11, 15. Okay. I've got my numbers. I'm feeling smart again. I'm feeling smart. Right. So we just got to get this section fully filled in. And then we've got to go around the other side. We're actually, as I said before, we've got great progress done. This is what happens when I don't procrastinate. No, go up the scaffolding. Look, I'm sure if Hytale actually made their scaffolding for their game, it would be better. It would be better. It's got this scaffolding has the old climbing function, and the old climbing function kind of sucked. So yeah, the new climbing function that came out recently is great. It's very responsive and very good, and I'm very happy for Hytale. Good job. You listened to what the players didn't like, and you brought it, and you went, fine, we'll fix it for you. And then you did, and it's much better. Climbing up ropes and ladders is now not extremely painful, and I don't fear for falling to my death. Well, I don't feel from falling to my death from ladders and rope, but I do feel for falling to my death from everything else because I'm just danger prone. I'm like Daphne from Scooby-Doo. I definitely have something wrong with me that makes me want to jump into danger and almost get hurt, or get hurt. Actually chipped the front of my tooth right there. I chipped it because I fell forward and hit my bedside. Could have been worse. Could have been the entire tooth. It hurt so much. It's fine now. It's calmed down. And I'm on the waiting list with my dentist to get it fixed. So, until then, I look like I've been in a fight. I wish dentistry came in certain plans. Certain plans. Although, unlike some countries, we do actually have free healthcare provided from, not dentistry, but free healthcare provided from our government. It's called Medicare. Medicare. Well, it's built into our Medicare, I should say. Do they care? They Medicare. Is that medium? Yes. Damn. Nice shapes. We need nice shapes. Nice non-for... Okay. Just goes around corner. Oh, hi there. Goes back to what I'm doing. Just ignore him. That's Frank. Frank is, well, he's a character. He really is. He's a card. Ah! That rabbit actually got me. My heart just skipped a beat then. Either that rabbit was hidden right behind there, or it just spawned in. But my god, that actually got me. Oh, if you're wondering why a rabbit got me, I actually have a light phobia of rabbits. When I was a kid, we had a rabbit. It was white with red eyes. I have a blood disorder that makes it so that I bleed a lot. When, like, I get scratched, I bleed a shit ton. So yeah, the rabbit bit me and I bled all over it. So imagine a blood-drenched white rabbit with red eyes. It's like something out of a demon movie. And that's what it looked like, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not the fondest of rabbits, to say the least. Also, the fact that it bit me in the neck. I was just holding and patting it lightly. My parents were like, it came out of nowhere. It was crazy. Maybe rabbits sense evil, and you know, I'm evil. No, rabbits sense danger. Rabbits sense sussy barkers, and I was being the sussiest of back doors. Oh, I didn't even finish over here. I didn't even finish here. What the hell? I was like, I'm done. I'm good. can't even jump up there. God damn it. I'm still gonna have to use the scaffolding. Jeez. God damn, I should have 1 or 2 more blocks and then I wouldn't have to use the scaffolding. I'll probably be able to like lean on those for a lot of it, but yeah. That's my own stupid mistake. You know, we all make stupid mistakes when building. Right? Just give me some reassurance, please. We're fine. We're all doing fine. Why so serious? Sorry, I was living my Joker fantasy. I went up to my best friend and I said, "Why so serious?" He wouldn't even smile at me. So I cut a smile into his face. Now he's smiling forever. Somehow I don't think I'd be a good Joker. I'm a little too, whimsical. A little too whimsical. People wouldn't take my threats seriously. Not scary enough. I'm like the kind of scary that's, you're frightened that I'm very good at laser tag. Because I am very good at laser tag. Because I know how to use a gun. But you're more scared about the laser tag thing, right? Hey, I lived in America for a little while. Mind you, I was like 10. But as my stepdad, well, my stepdad, who I found out was my actual dad, would say, "You have to learn how to defend yourself, son. You gotta be a man. You start them early and you get them later," he said as he taught a 10-year-old how to use a gun. And as an adult, I'm good at those arcade gun games and laser tag. Oh, and paintball. I was always chosen for paintball teams. I'm very good at sniper. I should say was. Unfortunately, I got what my mum has. It's not a cancer or anything, but it's not great. And now my hand shakes naturally. I quivers. So I can't, a lot of gun games I could never be a pro at anymore. If I wanted to be a pro, I should have started in my teenage years. If I wanted to be like a pro Overwatch or any of those kinds of games. Battlefield. It's also the reason I don't play a lot of those games, like Call of Duty Battlefield and stuff like that. I've actually played what everyone keeps saying is the worst Battlefield, and I didn't hate it that much. But yeah, now because of the chronically ill ness of myself, I just don't have a choice, you know? I would have loved, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pro gamer and, you know, do tourneys and stuff, but my health decided to say F no. Who knows? Maybe one day I will. Like some sort of tournament. Maybe a Minecraft tournament. MCC. That would be cool. That would actually be... Like, I know I'd do terrible. Don't get me wrong. I would do terrible. But I would love to try an NCC one day. Get my Minecraft tourney done. Whoever gets saddled with me is going to have a giant handicap. Because I'm handicapped. Well, no, I'm not handicapped. It's no wheelchair, or I can still use my hand. It's just not the ability that most people can use their hands. So yeah, the other thing is, if anyone ever sees me like pause and not do, well, just stand there while playing a game, it's because I'm doing this to my hand to kind of make the joints work properly. It's like cracking the cartilage and whatever. I don't know. It just helps. It helps because my hands sometimes get stiff. I'm sure there's a dirty joke there somewhere. Oh, you know what they say about a stiff hand? Oh! No? Stiff bones. Lots of calcium. I do like drinking my milk. Got milk? Oh! Yes, I do, actually. Okay, kid, if you're not going to listen to my sexual innuendos, get that out of here. This will probably be used to do the decorating, like we're using extra space, because these two pieces here, like that and that, will be used for that. This one's going to be harder to decorate, because it's right up to the edge. Okay, added to the next section. We've now got the two connecting to the tower to do. Not as thrilled with those ones, but what are you gonna do? And 4? Might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can do the pattern up here, I can just look down there, right? Actually, this might still be too tall. I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure this is still too tall. Ow. Yeah, it's too tall. If I take damage from it... Fine. Let's grab the scaffolding and head up. Hey, what's that over there? What was that? Huh. Very weird. I don't know what that was, but I'm sure it was nothing. I feel I need to kill that bird, by the way. It's been stuck in there for ages. And there's a duck in the pavilion that's been stuck in there for ages too. At this point, I think by keeping them alive, I'm just torturing them. And I don't want to be known as the guy who tortures birds in his video games. He says after murdering a bunch of birds. Because they swore at him. I swear they swore at me. I swears it. Listen, if you go back, you'll see. Those birds were upset with me and they would not leave me be. I was trying to mine, minding my own business, one would say. And there they were. Big ass, black ass. Oh. They were black though because they dropped black feathers. Oh, jeez. Big ass, dark feathers. Actually, no, they were dark feathers. So dark blue. There you go. Big ass, dark blue ass. It doesn't have the same ring. Yeah, it's fine. I'd rather that than, you know, make a joke that's a little off color. I need to shut up. That was even worse. The phrase is correct, but it doesn't in this situation. You get stuck in a hole and you just keep digging. I found the diamonds. You found a lot that day. Oh my god. Oh, my partner was saying, because he's Italian. I'm Italian and Spanish background. And he's Italian background. And, yeah, I say background because we weren't born there. And, yeah, he was talking about high school and how he was being called... there's a slur for people who are born it's called wog. It's a wog. And he was talking about how he was called that in high school. And I'm like... I was never called that in high school. And he's like, yeah, but you look pretty white. I'm like, well, thanks, I think. I'm like, but you do know, technically, we are. Not even a technicality. Italians and Spanish people. Actually, depends on the part of Spain, in my opinion, but is it just... I'm white presenting. I look very, like, Caucasian. Like, you could mistake me for English until I open my mouth. I think. I don't know. I'm also, partially I have very bad eyesight. I should be wearing my glasses, which are right here, by the way. I do have glasses. Which is why I keep falling off the edge of things, because I cannot see. I can see everything. You know when you put on a photo, so you put on, like, you're making a thumbnail for a video, and you put a photo on, and that photo is too small for the thumbnail, but you squeeze it, you stretch it out to the size that you need. That is what I can see. That's what it looks like to me. Just a blurred outline around everything. Now I can see perfectly fine with the glasses on. It's insane. I just don't... They give me headaches. Glasses press up against my temples, so they give me headaches. But yeah, because of that, I've always had not the greatest eyesight. And plus, when I was a kid, I like with most children, I work in childcare. Most children don't see that. Most people don't go, oh, that's a African American, that's a Chinese, that's a Australian, that's a that person's very tanned. They don't see that. They're just like, do you want to come play with me, such and such? Often they're more preoccupied. More than race, they're preoccupied with gender a lot of the time. They do actually notice genders. I will say that. They do notice that. But, yeah, the young children, often that's not the forefront of their mind of whether or not to play with someone. Sorry, this is... my conversations are getting too serious. All since it's just an off-colored joke. I don't even know what the joke is anymore. I will also warn you guys. In Australia, we are very... Our comedy is very make fun of everyone and everything. No one is safe. There are quite a few racist comics who are in our environment. And there's some that are insult racist comics, and there's some that I wouldn't call racist comics. They just use race comedy. It's more of a laugh-along kind of one. But, you know, some jokes don't land, and then it does become a bit like, ooh. I'm sure you've seen in the news a few of our comics be commented on for making jokes about things they probably shouldn't have. I know there was one called Isaac Butterfield who made fun of 9/11, which... that was never a good idea to do in America. Ever. Or a lot of the countries, to be honest. But I love comedy. I'm not an insult comic kind of person, though. I don't really like the insult comics. I like the ones, unless they're like involving the audience. If they're insulting a group of people, not the biggest fan of. If they're insulting a specific person, even myself, like I've been insulted by insult comic. He asked, he's like, so when you, he's like, so you're here with your partner? I'm like, yeah, he's right there. He's like, oh, so you're gay. Okay, so when you walked in here, did you have to make sure that your wrists fit through the doors? I'm like, yeah, they're a bit too limp. And he just started to laugh, and he's like, good to know. And when you're running, I'm like, oh, limp too. Yeah, I played along because even if I don't find it funny, I'm still gonna play along because the audience is watching too, and the audience, you don't want to spoil their fun. And he's like, you know, I've always wanted to be gay. I just thought it'd be easier. And I said, it is just so much easier. I'm so sorry for your loss. And then he started to make a whole bunch of gay jokes. But it was I don't mind that. But I do mind when it's just like not aimed at anyone in particular, because you're like, you feel like is aiming it at someone but won't tell you who. His best friend Michael. How dare Michael betray him? But I love slapstick. I love a bit of dumb referential humor. I'm sure we've all seen it. The South Parks and Family Guys, the American Dads and Futuramas. The Ricks and the Mortys. The Rick and or Mortimer. I'm not the biggest fan of fourth wall breaking jokes though. Like Deadpool, I really enjoyed. I really did enjoy Deadpool, but things like High on Life, I didn't so much enjoy their the fourth wall breaking stuff. Being like, oh, you're playing a video game, so it's like, if you have an issue with that, well, you're playing a video game, so shut up. It's like, yes, I'm playing your video game. Good for me. Good for me. But that might just be the fact that some of the jokes might not have landed. With me. With me, the person who's playing the video game. As they said. I'm going to try to curve this a bit more. Sorry guys, when I start ranting, it goes into a very strange place. And I do apologize for that. Hopefully we landed in a good spot. What else do you do when you do these kinds of ones? Because you're literally building the same kind of thing over and over again. If you don't rant, you go insane. And I don't care what the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland says. Everyone's mad here, that's great, but maybe because you're in an insane asylum. And with Alice in Wonderland, many people think that she was the entire time, and she imagined all of it. So, I mean, there's a game called Alice's Madness. I don't know if anyone's played that, by the way. It's a good game. If you like puzzle, platform kind of game, not as in like platformer game, but it's running in parkour, and you play as a very confused Alice, and everything's very dark and gross, and yes. And she's a teenager now, so, or I believe she's a teenager. So yeah, everything's a lot darker and more depressing, and depression and anxiety. It's fun. It's fun. It's too real. Alice and the Great Depression. Alice's Madness 3. Alice and the Great Depression. There's a second one too, Alice's Madness Returns. So obviously it was good enough for a second one. The second one is much darker. Much more gross. But it's a very fun game. It's actually a very fun game. And I'm not even a parkour fan. If I have to jump and land on platforms and perfectly timed without falling off them and dying, whew. You can't expect that of me. That's why I liked the car game Burnout Revenge. It encouraged you crashing into things. It encouraged your death. I think this is the last bit too. We're almost done. Almost done all these platforms. After that, we have to fill in all the platforms with ashen soil and cold dirt, which we'll have to go after this. We do have to go get some cold dirt because I believe we have 0. We have kaput. We have kaput. And though you're secondhand, you'd never know that we were always the life was pretty much put out there against the fair. Oh my derriere, I wouldn't say that everything's kaput. Schmigadoon. Right. Time to fill in the floors. To the window, to the floors. Actually, I might head over there straight away. I'm not too sure where exactly the cold dirt is. I imagine just underneath all the snow. So if we keep digging down, we should probably get some. Actually, the other thing we should do is we should probably go to the temple, the Forgotten Temple. Bam! Bam! Bye! Hi there. Hey. They're so friendly when they're in here. If you see the Quebecs out in the wild when you're holding daggers, not so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any to add, but might as well check. I made 5 memories. So up to 169. We're up to 169, but we still have we have to get up to 241. We're missing one of the abyssal ones, a few of the avian ones, because a lot of the time if we can't reach the bird, then we can't really add the bird. One critter. Is it a snail, maybe? A few of the elementals, actually. A few of the ferens. Quite a lot of the freshwater stuff. Selection of fish. Livestock? Huh. Maybe the babies of things? No. Oh, baby rabbit we haven't seen. We haven't seen a baby rabbit. What the hell is that? Why is it naked? We haven't seen a baby... oh no, we see baby chicken, baby camel. We haven't seen a baby camel. We're missing one torque. Quite a lot of undead. Quite a lot of the undead. All of the void taken, whatever that is. The Scarix, we haven't seen much of them. Reptiles, we have one left, which is the T-Rex. We're missing the T-Rex. Outlanders. Oh yeah, shit, I haven't actually added the Outlanders to my book yet. Hello, cat. So I'll have to add them to my book. My memories. We get 9 of those, we'll get 178. I do want to get to 200 though. That'd be great. Wait patiently. Hopefully it hasn't crashed. Hopefully it hasn't crashed and died. Sorry, just reading something. Someone sent me a thing about Pokemon cards. Oh, it is so depressing reading about Pokemon cards. I have Pokemon cards. I have a folder that I only collect certain ones. But to read, you know, that the hobby has become too toxic for children is kind of sad. Like, I was at our local game store where they sell Pokemon cards. They didn't have any at the time, and this kid was like, he had lost his folder of cards, and I just told his mum that, oh, I'm about to donate cards next week, and I said I can put him together a tin of cards if you'd like. And I wasn't just donating bulk, by the way. I was also donating EXs and some full art cards that I had triples of and doubles of, and it was just because they had Starlight coming up. Starlight is a charity that you can buy packs. You can buy packs of cards. You can buy collectibles, and all the money goes to charity. that helps children, specifically children. And I was like, that's so wonderful. I want to be able to donate to it. So I donated, I think it was 4,000 cards to it, 4,000 Pokemon cards to it. And I gave the kid, like, I think it was 100. Yeah, and the one he lost, his favorite Pokemon card, which was Gengar. I made sure there was a Gengar in there. But yeah, it's just to hear that people kind of it's the scalpers. The scalpers who at the moment there was a whole bunch of card tins in Aldi, and all I hear is parents commenting that they had taken their child to go get them in the morning, and they had already, like, two adults walked out with an entire box each. And I don't mean like one like long box, which is usually around 16 tins. I mean like a box of the tins. So that would be around, I don't know, 50 tins. Which is insane, but that's what scalpers do. And I just feel bad for the kids. I found some cards yesterday when we went to the city. They had a few of the starter sets of this generation, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I actually have not seen that yet. So I bought one for myself and my partner. We opened it up. We got one of the cards we wanted, which was great. But it wasn't like we just wanted to open something. We haven't opened anything in 6 months. But yeah, we got a card that we love, so we put it in the folder. It goes into the folder. Okay, so this isn't the one we're looking for. I was looking for the ones with the Outlanders. Got the Frost guys in here. Frost guys are great, but you're not what I want. I want Outlanders. You're basically undead Outlanders. Take all these. There we go. I'm going to keep moving on because we don't really need these guys. We need the guys in this, I think. So yeah, the one that... oh yeah, that's right. There's... Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. You now can put map markers on. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, back 20 days in, I decided to take on one of the tier 3 freaking fortresses. So stupid of me. I died, of course. Oh. So, of course, we're here for cold dirt. We are here for cold dirt for the platforms. But first of all, I think we can go collect some memories of the Outlanders. Oh, there you go. We got a Frost Skeletal Mage. There you go. We even got one that we didn't expect to get. That's pretty cool. That was pretty decent. I'd love if they added a mammoth. Wouldn't it be so cool, a mammoth just pushing through, smashing through trees and stuff? I would like that. But yeah, so we've got to go find the Outlanders camp and collect some of that. Is this cold dirt? I don't think so. No, what is that? Basalt. I thought it might be. I was going to call it slate. Yes, this is cold dirt. Ooh. So this is what we'll be getting later. All that cold dirt. It's going to be perfect. It's just for the color. I would like some of this as well. And that's what later on we're going to have to go out with a pair of shears and look for foliage like that. That's a kind of mute of color. We don't want too much color. What the? I'm guessing that's 2 trees. That's 1 tree and that's 1 tree, and they're both kind of connected to each other. Are we close? Yes. Okay. Oop. Let's go collect those Outlander memories. I don't think I've been here as well, because I don't remember that. Oh. And slide. Oh, Outlander Berserker is around here somewhere. There he is. Ow! Ooh. The archer up above shooting at me. That's so rude. Hello. Goodbye. Shadows weave. Hello? Oh, there's one we haven't collected yet. Yeah! Let's go get the archer. Gonna guess he's up here. Oh, the hunter. Just jumped right over it. Oh, well now he's stuck down there. I came down to you. I gave you a chance. I hope you appreciate that. There we go. So we got 3 of them now. There's a mage type one as well, and there's a big guy who's usually in that. He took a lot to kill, and I kind of killed him from afar. I don't think I had a bow and arrow, so I had to, like, kill him behind something. Nice. Ooh. You know what? I will take some of this stuff, though I don't think I have space with me. No, I do not. I did not think about that. We're going to have to go back before I even collect what I want. That's annoying. We'll take those. Ah. Oh, yes, yes, I see. Interesting. Ah! Just like, oh, that was a bit of a fluke. Okay, anyone else out here? Other problem is they respawn. How dare they do that? Actually, put that in there. Don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, we got a void heart? That's awesome. Void hearts are great. Sometimes forget they exist. Wait, is that white clay? Yeah, let's get rid of... Just because there's only 7 pieces. Ooh, creepy table. The bones hanging from there. That's great. Okay, let's look around everywhere but in there. Oh, you two. Wait, you throw stuff too? That's unfair. Oh my god. The generating of this was rough. That's fine. Oh, what's that? Some kind of hunter. Bet he summons things. Yeah, that's one of the little dungeons there. Whoa. Is that all gravel? Cool. What is all of that? If this is just gravel, then that's... Oops, shouldn't have done that. Oh well. You! I haven't seen you before. It's a stalker. Cool. I guess we should go into the center one and get the last guy. Well, last guy I know that's here. There are some nice things in here that I still use, by the way. It's just it's one tier below what I'm using now. But there's still some things I make that need it. Which I appreciate. I appreciate when you get to the end, it's not just like, all everything is useless but this. But this tier. Ah. I don't want berries or apples. No berries, no apples. How do you like them apples? How do you like them berries? Okay, let's deal with this guy. There we go, brute. Huh. Hi. Well, that guy's dead. Hi. Hello there. Oh, cool, through the door. Am I killing that big guy easily? Oh, I didn't know it was so easy to kill. Damn. Oh, there's another one. Oh, priest. And a sorcerer. Too many things! Too many things! Oh, jeez! No, bad healer! Okay. That was a lot. Oh, jeez. I understand this is a tier below me, but still. Oh. Ooh, what's that? What was that? Nothing, I guess. It was a gem, but it didn't really do much. Hey! Okay. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take those. Thank you. Oh, no, not that one. I have heaps of those daggers. A book. A book! I think that's pretty much it, but like, cool. I mean, you can go up here too. I got one. Interesting. Don't really need the Void Grimoire, to be honest. Well, we got what we needed from here, which was getting the Outlanders. Though we will have to come back. Why are you guys almost dead? Why are you guys dead? We'll have to come back to get cold dirt from this area. But that's later, so I'd head back to the portal. Head back to the portal, and then we'll come back to this area for cold dirt. That is cool that we got so many of the Outlanders. I don't know if we got all of them, but we got a few. We got 8 of them. So there's 1 missing. Oh no, we only got 7 of them. Because oh no! Oh. Oh! Not where I expected to be spawned. This is actually closer to where we were before, strangely enough. It's just that way. No, what I was gonna say was, more of you guys would have to come back for the thing. Oh, is that a shark? No, that's just a scary fish. There could be sharks here, though, I'm pretty sure. No. Actually, there couldn't be. Oh, I've forgotten what I was going to say. I'm sorry, guys. I got distracted by death. One of them was a skeleton, so that means we only got 7 of the Outlanders out of 9, which means we're still missing 2. I'm not even too sure what the other 2 are. I'm sure one of them's a boss type thing. Nope, not that way. Actually, we should probably, yeah. The only thing I fear that around here is sharks, by the way. Nothing else, just sharks. Hey, it's the block I like. Calcite. The one that took me ages to find. Ugh. Pain. So much pain. You guys don't understand how long it took me to find calcite. It was so bad. Oh. That gives back air. The blue grass gives back air. That is kind of cool. I can just sit here and get some air back. That's actually really cool. I wish you could carry some of this around and just put it down when you need it. That would be awesome. Something I learned today. Okay. Day 173. It's been a while since I've died, actually. I will say that. Oh, jeez. It was before days 100. Before day 100, so I've lasted like 73 days at least. I think it was 80 something my last death. 83, 81. That's insane. I'm gonna see if I can collect all the stuff that I dropped. I probably won't be able to, but might as well check. Here we go. Just keep running. Hey, cha-cha. Hey, cha-cha. Whee! We might finish up soon. Whew. Depends. Depends how we feel. Depends how much stuff I lose. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. Oh, look at all. You can actually. I think you can actually tame those too. I don't know if they go through portals. That's the one thing I will say. I don't know if those creatures go through portals. For me, that would be decided of whether I want to tame them or not. Oh, that big guy is scary. Ah! Hit him, Moose! Kick him! He just does a lot of damage, that's all. He hits you and he hits you hard. There? Actually, get that one. Alright, so it's just over there. We're quite close. I will say this was my own fault. I thought, oh, I can jump and make it. No. That was dumb. Let's head home. By the time we get to the portal, it'll be daytime. So we'll empty our inventory and then head back out to get the cold dirt. That way you can make some platforms. Yeah. Don't boy. Dun -dun. The little, I don't know what to call them. Wait, what is that over there? It's a little town. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little glance. It'll be fine. Ready to go. Here we go. The fragments of the essence of the void are actually very helpful, so if you ever see them, just pick them up. I know they might seem not very helpful at the start, especially, but they do become very helpful, and otherwise you have to go out and kill things, and that can get annoying pretty quickly. Oh, I wonder what's hurting him. Something hurt him. Ah, something had hurt him. Jeez, even the second time when I cleared my throat, it was much better. Ooh. Can't get distracted by caves. We have missions here. We have things that we need to get done. Oh, we got another Void Heart. Awesome. Void Hearts are what you can use to make staves, by the way. Magical things. So it's always welcome. Rude. And this is, Yep, there we go. And teleporter! Oh. Gurban? I don't care which one. Yay! Let's go put stuff away. So we got a little bit of everything, so I guess we just start and head around. Got some nature. And check. No, good. Any nature stuff here? Not really, actually. It's one of the things we don't have. What is this stuff? Oh, yeah, that's right. Then we actually do have some of that. Nothing inside of that one yet. I don't think there's anything inside of these yet. Ah, the building stuff, of course. She's over here as well. Oh, yeah, that's building blocks. And I have calcite in there for some reason, too. It doesn't always make sense. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to be there. This is all produce stuff. And that's the actual food themselves. Drops. So that. Lots of things are dropped. And these, of course. I've got a lot of life essences, which actually do help with farming. So you should always hold on to them as well. Things you think you probably don't need to hold on to, usually you do. Usually. Oh, I've got the frost ones as well. Those make light blocks, if you didn't know. You take these down to the building station, and you can actually turn them into light blocks. I did not know that for the longest time, and I was wondering how to get that done, and I didn't know, so it was a little embarrassing. Guess we could put the shovel away. We don't need 2 shovels. Do I have a place for the potions? I would put them in here, personally. Guess I don't have any potions on me. Weird. At the moment. There we go. Alright, let's go take the shovel and get some... Oh, that's why I had the double shovel. Let's go take the shovels and get some cold dirt. Onward! Onward to the frosted lands! We need cold dirt. Hi! Bye? That dude! So rude. You know? Just so rude. Can we just dig down? Yes, we can! Let's strip this land. Listen, this is far away from my base, so I'm okay with that. Beautiful. So much cold dirt. This is going to be great. The entire area is going to be covered in this very deep, depressing dirt. Ah, it's going to be wonderful. Everyone likes depressing dirt, right? Ah, depressed dirt. My favorite. At breakfast, lunch, and tea. Depressed dirt. Sorry, I'm being ridiculous now. I'm so sorry. I love how it's just like a sandwich. It's like cold dirt and then basalt, I'm guessing. Or it might be stone. It might be stone. You never know. But no, I think we're in the right track using a specific color palette. Though, if we put any grass-based thing down, it's going to start to spread quite fast, actually. It takes like a day or 2 to spread to the entire area. It's a little annoying when you're trying to make like paths out of just dirt. I will say that. That's the only kind of feeling I have about it. And I wish there was a way of stopping that. Other than just, you know, having the entire area bare and naked. But other than that, it's fine. I'm happy that there is grass spread. I just wish there was a way of preventing it if you didn't want it at the same time. So I like it, but I don't like it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I like it, but I have to complain about something. Snow! You know, if the snow didn't look so much like snow, I'd add it to the base as well, but it definitely looks like snow. It's got like little snowy dunes and footprints you can make through it, which is actually really cute. I like when they make animations to the one, and they've done that with like soils, sands, the ashen sand, the ashen soil, the cold dirt, normal dirt, plots, snow. Either pieces, particles are flying up or blowing away, like with the sand, and yeah, footprints in them. Sometimes you get so I can't remember which one it is, but it's like a puff of dust comes off from it. Just kind of cool. I think it's sandstone. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's sandstone. I've got to continue collecting this, and then we can go put it in the platforms, which I'm so happy to get the platforms in. At least some of them. I mean, sure we're going to add some more, but right now, the high up platforms are what we need to start with, you know? The snail! The snail's over there! Hello, Snaily. I can't tame you. Gary! Stop it, Gary! Gary! I was like, Gary! I can't do it. I can't do the SpongeBob voice. I want to be able to. I can barely do Patrick. I just go, Pat, no, my name is Patrick. I do like the, it's not a rock, it's not a rock, it's a boulder. I say that a lot. Or it's not a boulder, it's a rock. Why do I say it a lot? I don't know. As I said, I like referential humor. I like referencing things. I've watched a lot of videos and movies, kind of a movie buff. I'm sure I'd reference music more. I do burst into songs sometimes, but I don't reference music enough because I don't listen to much music anymore. Maybe it's because I like the good old days. Singing in the sunlight, honey in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Oh, I don't want to run the world on fire. All I can say, you have a piece of my heart. I've actually listened to the Fallout radio music, like all the old-fashioned music from the game. I just sat there once and just listened to it. I was doing side quests, so it's actually really nice. Very jazzy songs. And Bioshock as well. We can't forget Bioshock's 1920s kind of vibe. Do you know the boogeyman? He's coming out to play. Do you know the boogeyman or what he will say? He is coming for you. There's something to fear. Bap, zap, bang. How do you do? I wasn't even born when these songs existed, by the way. I think my parents were born. I think my mum was a little girl, if that. Okay, the lag is real right now. No cold dirt for you. Oh yeah, I'll say one last time, guys. If you like this stream, please like this stream, as it does help out. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine too. I won't be upset. But it does help out, also supports and shows me what kind of content you like. If you like this kind of content, if you like this kind of game, then we'll cover it more. But also, don't forget, you can also subscribe to support if you'd like, or if you want to be kept up with every stream and every video that comes out. You know, videos come out pretty much 4 times a week, I think. 3 to 4 times a week. So you have lots of content to watch. And they're on both Minecraft and Hytale. So if you like a bit of both, that's great, so do I. There's also other channels like the Cozy Craft and Survival channel, which is also known as Friendly Corner, which we also stream on there as well. We have the MMO RPG/RPG channel that is currently looking at games like High on Life 2, Fallout London, and other such things. And if you'd like to check that one out, it's Friendly Noob, and it's and then there's Friendly Mon, which is a Pokemon to creature taming. So basically, Pokemon fan games, Pal World, and Temtem. Those kinds of things. We're going to just try to look as many as possible. But yes, that does come out. All these channels are on the featured list in this channel. So if you go to this channel's page, you'll see it in featured. All the channels just sitting there. All of them have, I think, at least 3 to 4 videos that come out per week. So if you'd like to check those out, that would be awesome. If not, I'm okay with that too. Just the consideration of being here is really nice. You know, giving a small creator a chance. Give yourself a pat in the back. No, really. I'm not joking. Not trying to be mean. You had many choices, and you chose me. I mean, it does make you look a little insane, but that's okay. We're all mad down here. Welcome to the asylum. No. Welcome to the neighborhood. But yes, we'll probably wrap it up around here. I would do longer, but I've actually got some house chores to do that I didn't get to do the last couple days. My family came down to visit, which was really nice because I don't get to see them very often. So I got to hang out with them, but that did mean I had to put house chores to the side. I was going to stay till about 4 hours today, but I've got to put the washing on, you know. Otherwise I'll have no clothes to wear, and I can't do the streams naked. No one wants to see that. I don't want to see that. And if you want to see someone naked while streaming, I'm sure you'll find them. There's a guy who I know who does it just in underwear. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, that's a choice. And then someone was saying in the comment section, you would do it too if you had a good body like that. It wasn't towards me. I didn't comment. But I was like, you know what? This person is correct. If I had an amazing body, I still wouldn't do it, actually. I wouldn't. I'd be self-conscious either way. There's no way in hell. I'll just enjoy being tallish. There you go. But yes, next, tomorrow, I believe. Yes, tomorrow we have I Am Future. It's a new... Well, it's not new, but it's new on the channel. So it's on Friendly Corner, the Cozy Craft and Survival channel. We have I Am Future. I had to download that today and set it all up, which is going to be fun. And we'll be playing that tomorrow, which is exciting. I've played it once before. I did one video on it, like an 8-hour challenge, just to when I used to do the 8-hour challenges, and it was alright. But I've heard it's gone through a lot since that time, and I believe they're now moving on to a new project. So once again, we're starting a game when the developers are giving up on it, just like Big Farm Story. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to, you know, give it a second chance, and hopefully it's good. But that'll be the same time tomorrow on that channel if you want to come check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you so much for being part of your friendly neighborhood community. You are much appreciated, and for supporting small creators, and I encourage you to do the same with other creators as well, not just myself. There are some amazing creators out there who just don't get the recognition, not because they're not good. Sometimes it may be because they have terrible thumbnails. Sometimes it's just because YouTube does not want them to succeed because they're not money makers yet. They'd rather get the money from the big YouTubers now than no money from the small YouTubers until later. You know, number must go up. Number must go up. And for some people, like myself, it isn't about the money. It's about exploring games and having fun and ignoring life and bringing a positive outlook onto the community, because it's hard sometimes to find the positive outlook in the gaming community. Not impossible. There are some amazing parts of the community. We all know that. But there are other people who make it very hard. Toxicity. All you have to do is go look at Twitter. Go look at Twitter in the games section, and you'll have a fun time in realizing what I mean if you don't agree. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to have a wonderful day, a wonderful night if you're in America. Have a good sleep, and get some sleep. Don't be playing those video games all night, trust me. You wake up the next day feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Not that I know what being hit by a truck feels like, because I didn't run in front of traffic today. But, yeah, be out there, be safe, especially about our American friends and our American neighbors. Please be safe. I know I've tried to keep up on what's happening in America, and it's pretty terrifying. I can only imagine what it feels like for you guys there. From the fact of, like, a lot of my friends and I do not want to travel to America. And we used to, like, be like, oh, it'd be so cool to be over there. Like, I wish I was born there. Now I'm like, I thank God I wasn't. So, yeah, people who are still there, well, live there, I really hope that you're safe, you're happy, you're healthy, and, yeah, everything's going okay with your life, because I can only imagine. You know, I can only imagine. And everyone else, to our European friends, Asian friends, Middle Eastern friends, and Australians, have a wonderful day and afternoon. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys! Bye.